Yo, man, you was gonna swallow all of it.
I was gonna choke to
You
die.
stupid.
Shit. I'm gonna be on the floor straight there.
That shit ain't gonna kill you.
We said the best dope in rock.
I got you all on tape.
You got them both.
You got the best dope in this here. You gotta play it back like, we got the best dope in Rockford, by the way.
Yeah. As we gonna be here in club, we got the best dope in rock. We gonna be playing that shit. Oh, repeat that little thing. We got the best dope in rock. We got the best dope in rock.
I didn't find out that he started selling drugs until I was 16 or 17. I walked in the room and he was cutting it up. So, I was just like, I didn't say nothing. He just told me to get out the room. Not until the feds was looking for him, we really sat down and had a talk. And I was like, Montreal, you need to change your life. I said, there are so many things you can do. I'm like, you can do things that your other friends can't do. I just found out recently some of them can't even read. You know, he could read. He knows how to play the saxophone. And trust me, I used to try to, like, you know, whatever instrument he used to play, I used to try to learn how to do saxophone. It is hard. All those notes and all that, it is so hard. But his ass mastered the saxophone and can play that goddamn saxophone. I asked him, well, what? I said, why? And he said, well, I walked in a room and I ain't never seen that much money in my life. All at once. I never seen it, and I wanted that. That's what he said. I wanted that.
I see my great-grandma.
Yeah.
And my grandma don't want nobody to spank it or do nothing to it.
Ow.
Okay. This is our little family. Montreal, we love him too, even though he's in jail.
I miss him.
Yeah, I do too. Let me tell you something that I told Montreal and everybody else in jail. They did not send for you. This was your choice. They did not send for you. You don't have to do what you see little Johnny do, little Calvin do. You don't have to do this. I know plenty of people that I knew that was doing things wrong even since I've been grown. Did I get out there and do it? No, because I know better. Everybody has a choice. That's including Montreal and everybody else. You and everybody else. We have a choice. Because you don't have to do what the next person do. I'm like me. I am my own model. And a lot of people talking about these basketball players and these movie stars, they try to portray these people as role models. They are not no role model. I am the role model in my house. That's what you should do. Stand up, mother and father, and be the role model in your house. All we have to do is just pray and think positive and everything will be okay.
Okay, Miss Siobhan. Yeah. Yeah.
This is the first time a child in our family been on a pacifier. So hopefully we'll be back home soon. This area is too bad out here.
And no more of this train. God, I get up out of this train.
If you came to my house when I was growing up, oh, you knew it was a holiday. We be eating like mad, 24 hours, all day, all evening, all night. You could smell the nuts, the cakes, the pies. We had a big pot of chitlin. Then you had a big pan of macaroni and cheese. And then you had a big bowl of potato salad. Then you had a shrimp salad. And you had fried peach pies. You had the sweet potato pies, custard pies, and great big pot of greens, great big pot of string beans. Salt pork going all through these baked beans and strips of bacon on the top. You ever had grits and chicken? Well, see, that's what my grandmother would do sometimes just for breakfast. We always had food. My house is my life, the memories and the things that I used to do there and the cooking, and it's nothing like having something of your own. You don't have to worry about nobody running over your head, and you keep your house clean in your backyard, and you can always go out there to cook and enjoy yourself. We were all, might as well say, raised up in that house. The house was my grandparents' house. He was born there. Letitia in Montreal was born there. Even though it is in a shamble, I feel like I'm at home. And I always go over there to clean up and sweep up. I can't wait to get back over there. When I go over there, I hate to come back this way. Hyde Park offers so much that the other areas to me don't offer.
Here in Hyde Park, it's always been nice. You rarely hear about crime happening over here, if ever. But everybody wants to live in Hyde Park because it's quiet, it's considered safe, but it's really expensive to live in here. But this is where Daryl, he really grew up in Hyde Park, because I used to live on 47th and on Lake Park. And we'll go down there as well. And that's where it all started. The ditching school, the hanging out with the wrong crowd. That's where it started. Daryl had a chance. He didn't have to make the choices he made. He had role models. Here's Hyde Park Academy. That's where he went to high school. It would have been a totally different ball game had I had my act together. I fell prey to the streets. And obviously, you know, he did too.
Things like this. Who is it? Who's that, B.O.? Let me see.
You were in jail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
I wasn't in jail.
I know you wasn't.
You want some hard, don't you?
Yes, my boy.
How many you want?
Well, I want one. We get one of them squares, son.
I had candy bar.
You bust them down?
What's that?
You know what I mean?
Make them bust down. Fuck you, man.
You got your missile with you?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Fuck you, nigga. Do that shit, right, man?
Right.
No problem, man.
I'm sitting up here.
See, man? Clean.
I see.
I don't blame you, bro.
Get that what he got.
Oh. All right, guys.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So you know where the spot at now?
Yeah, man.
Here. Bring a friend or something. Man.
All right, bro. Thanks, man.
Oh, yeah.
It was interesting and I guess disturbing at the same time what the customer base was. And there were people from all walks of life. People who looked like they just gotten off work at 5:30 and stopped at the drug house to get their heroin fix. People who clearly were well on their way to becoming heroin addicts. Young people, teenagers, people from all walks of life.
You'd see the soccer moms showing up in the minivan getting dope. You'd see, you know, the hardcore drug addicts. You'd see black, white, male, female, young, old, anything. It was just all over the place.
Let's see, bro.
360.
You know, many times your victims are not the best citizens themselves, but they're still a victim. How'd they get to this point? They're taking their life in their hands to go to a neighborhood they know nothing about, to walk into a house they know nothing about. There's guys in here with guns, to purchase a little bag of powder. What went so wrong in their lives to put them to that point? And this is a small part of a huge picture. How big is this drug problem throughout the world? It's beyond explanation. It's huge.
The life I had, the hard part, I made it hard. I had an easy life. I had my parents did the best they could with what they had. I have wonderful, loving parents. And although my home was semi-dysfunctional, my parents did everything in their power to make sure I didn't use drugs. Had I not used, would he not have sold drugs? I can't say that for sure. He had a huge influence from his father, and he wanted to be just like Daddy. And Daddy was a dope dealer. He had no respect for me. I was addicted to cocaine. He had no respect for me. But his father, on the other hand, that's who he respected.
I've been trying to play.
Duck in the video footage came across as somebody who was always in control. When he walked in, anybody who was in the house sort of perked up, and Duck was there for one reason, which was to deliver drugs and to pick up the money, most importantly.
You went to the go today?
Duck was in charge, and nobody else knew who Duck knew. Duck had the contacts in Chicago. When he made a transaction in Chicago, no one was allowed to be with him during that transaction. They'd have to wait in the car. He kept that confidential. You know, that was his ace in the hole with these guys, because he knew one of them would go out and try to make a contact with them otherwise.
When he needed to re-up or get more crack cocaine, he went into the city. Duck never drove himself. Most often his driver was Ambrose Jones, somebody who was in his very tight inner circle, somebody he trusted. It was a car that was in somebody else's name, a big black SUV. We later found out had a hidden compartment. But he went in and picked it up, brought it back to Rockford, where he mixed it and stored it at his girlfriend's house, away from where he slept or did his business.